Erika Kirk has done it again, and this time she didn't just light a match. She practically threw the whole gasoline truck into the internet. Because in a twist nobody saw coming, Erika is now publicly urging the FBI to drop Charlie's case altogether. Yes, you heard that right. Drop it. The same case the entire country has been screaming about for weeks. The same case that somehow keeps getting messier every time someone with the last name Kirk opens their mouth. So, what exactly is going on behind the scenes? Why is Erika suddenly acting like the FBI is her personal customer service hotline? And more importantly, why do Charlie's parents look like they just found out the plot twist of the century? Is Erika trying to save her image? Protect Charlie? Or is this just another episode in the never-ending Kirk family reality show where drama is free and accountability is apparently optional? Tonight, we're diving into the comment sections, leaked screenshots, and the also mysterious sources who may or may not exist, but definitely have plenty to say. Because if Erika thought she could just casually tell the FBI what to do and walk away, she severely underestimated the internet. Buckle up. This one's chaos. Let's start from the top. Because apparently, the Kirk universe is expanding faster than the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but without the budget, the logic, or the hero. This time the spotlight is burning hotter than ever on Erika Kirk, who has now made waves by stepping directly into the middle of Charlie's ongoing FBI investigation. And by stepping in, I mean she walked right into the room like she owned the building, slapped the case files out of everyone's hands and said, "Actually, no, shut it down. Wrap it up. Pack your little badges and go home." Yes, she really tried to play FBI no reverse. The internet didn't just break, it shattered into microscopic pieces. Because the moment Erika posted her statement, the timelines erupted with 3 types of comments. This woman lost her mind. This is elite privilege on steroids. Who gave her FBI admin access? Now, let's not act surprised. If you followed this family for longer than 30 seconds, you already know. Drama follows the Kirks the same way Wi-Fi follows a Starbucks. Every time they try to explain, somehow the situation gets 10 times worse and 100 times more entertaining. But Erika's latest move? Oh, this one might be historic because the FBI case she's trying to erase like a bad text message is the very same case that has been dragging Charlie through the mud for weeks. A case filled with whispers about political deals, shady phone logs, deleted emails, missing footage, and conveniently misplaced documents that apparently vanished into the Bermuda Triangle of accountability. And somehow, Erika thinks she can just tell federal law enforcement to drop it. What really sets the internet on fire, though, is not just the audacity, it's the timing. Erika stepped in right after Charlie's parents released their emotional statement, a moment that had the entire country leaning forward, trying to understand what the truth actually is. His parents were already exhausted, confused, and visibly shaken. They've been begging for transparency, begging for answers, and begging for anyone to just tell them what is going on behind the scenes. But instead of answers, they got Erika. And let's be honest, Erika inserting herself into this situation is like watching someone try to put out a forest fire using a can of hairspray. Nothing about this helps. Nothing about this calms anyone down. And everything about this screams that she knows something the rest of us don't, or she's desperately trying to hide something. The rest of us might find out. People online haven't forgotten Erika's previous controversies either. Every time her name trends, it's like someone pulled a lever and released an avalanche of old screenshots, archived posts, awkward interviews, and debate clips where she looks seconds away from malfunctioning. Memes from 5 years ago suddenly come back with revenge. Reddit resurrects entire deleted threads like they're performing digital archaeology. TikTokers make 60-second documentaries with dramatic violin music exposing everything from her suspicious connections to her mysterious PR cleanups. So, when Erika, a walking storm of past scandals, suddenly decides to play peacemaker with the FBI, people immediately started asking why. Why now? Why her? And who exactly is she trying to protect? Because let's be honest, Erika does nothing just because. Every move she makes is strategic, calculated, scripted, almost like she's living in a reality show but forgot to tell the rest of us where the cameras are hidden. Theories began flooding the internet immediately. She's covering up something big. Charlie told her something privately. She wants control of the narrative. She's scared the FBI will uncover more than just Charlie's case. This is a distraction tactic. Guaranteed, and honestly, any of these could be true, because in the past, Erika has been caught trying to manipulate public opinion, twist narratives, and reframe scandals to make herself look like the misunderstood hero of her own movie. She loves the spotlight, but only when it's flattering. If the spotlight exposes something ugly, suddenly she wants privacy. Suddenly everything is a misunderstanding. Suddenly the story is unfair, inaccurate, or taken out of context. Sound familiar? Exactly. In the worst part, her attempt to pressure the FBI has now put Charlie's parents in an even more painful position. They were trying to cooperate. They were trying to stay calm. They were trying to get to the bottom of the situation without letting the media circus spiral out of control. They even asked supporters to respect the process, but once Erika jumped in, everything exploded. News anchors started running emergency updates. Twitter threads hit 200,000 likes in an hour. Hashtags like hashtag Erika interferes and hashtag free Charlie from Erika began trending worldwide. Some people defended her, claiming she was standing up for Charlie. Others accused her of tampering, interfering, manipulating, and acting like she's above the law. And what did Erika do? She doubled down. She acted shocked that people were shocked. She posted vague statements about integrity, family loyalty, and protecting loved ones. She tried to make herself look like a warrior. Not a liability, but no matter how she spins it, the reality is simple. Erika Kirk just walked straight into the middle of a federal investigation and kicked the hornet's nest with both feet, and as the dust settles, one question is growing louder. What exactly pushed her to do this? And what is she trying so hard to stop from coming out? And that, right there, is where this scandal really begins to take shape. Because if part one was the spark, then what came next was the entire fireworks factory blowing up at once. The moment people started asking what Erika was trying so desperately to hide, the internet did what it does best. It became a full-time, unpaid investigative agency with more enthusiasm than the actual FBI agents assigned to the case. Within hours, anonymous insiders, close sources, and even someone who used to work near the building where Erika once filmed a podcast started coming forward with claims. Were these people legit? Probably not. Were they entertaining? Absolutely. One anonymous Twitter account, created 14 minutes before posting, claimed that a leaked internal memo revealed Erika had been emailing higher-ups for weeks, demanding that they stop harassing Charlie because the family already has enough political enemies. Another source, allegedly someone who sat 3 rows behind. Erika on a flight once said she overheard Erika bragging about having leverage over people who think they're untouchable. Then came the big viral bomb, a supposed leaked invoice showing Erika had spent thousands of dollars on crisis imaging, online narrative reshaping, and a mysterious service labeled digital smoke removal. No one knows what that means. It could be anything from deleting old Reddit threads to hiring a sorcerer, but the internet ran with it. TikTok was flooded with dramatic slideshow videos titled things like Erika Kirk, the digital cover-up nobody saw coming and leaked receipts. Why is Erika panicking? And right when the memes were reaching peak popularity, another leaked document surfaced, this time from a whistleblower claiming that Erika had been pushing certain journalists to not sensationalize the case, which is hilarious, because Erika telling someone else not to be dramatic is like a tornado telling a hurricane to calm down. But the real chaos began when a supposed FBI insider, who probably wasn't FBI at all, released a voice memo claiming that Erika attempted to directly interfere with the investigative chain. According to the audio, she allegedly tried to make a call to a special agent, demanding the case be closed because Charlie is being unfairly targeted. Now, whether this audio was genuine, generated, or recorded in someone's basement is another conversation. But the public didn't care. Because online, truth doesn't matter as much as vibes. And the vibes? Oh, they were immaculate. Oh, they were immaculate. People on Reddit were typing like they were cracking a national conspiracy. This is bigger than we think. There's nitrogen monoxide way she'd risk this unless something massive is about to drop. If Erika is panicking, then something wild is buried under this case. Even mainstream outlets began running cautious, speculative headlines like, "Did Erika Kirk interfere in a federal case?" New questions surround Erika's relationship to Charlie's investigation. What does Erika know? But while the public was busy creating digital detective boards, Erika was busy trying to polish her image. She went on Instagram Live, looking like she had rehearsed every breath, and claimed that she was simply trying to protect someone who didn't deserve the media's cruelty. She insisted her message to the FBI wasn't interference, it was an act of compassion. But then came the moment that made the internet collectively scream. Charlie's parents responded, not in a chaotic rant, not in a meltdown, but in a calm, heavy, emotional statement that felt like a mic drop wrapped in disappointment. According to them, they never asked Erika to get involved. They didn't endorse her message. They didn't appreciate her speaking on behalf of the family. And most importantly, they stressed that they wanted the investigation to continue so the truth could come out without political or personal interference. That one line? It detonated the entire discourse. Because suddenly Erika's hero narrative evaporated. She wasn't the brave defender of Charlie. She wasn't the loyal family ally. She wasn't the misunderstood advocate. She was the one making everything worse. News outlets replayed the parents' statement like it was the ending of a courtroom drama. Analysts started suggesting that Erika's meddling could be seen as an attempt to distort due process. Lawyers began discussing the possibility of investigative obstruction. And social media? Oh, social media was eating popcorn like it was the season finale of a scandal series. Then came the wildest twist, a new leak. This time, a 27-page document supposedly, showing unofficial communications between Erika and a private strategist she allegedly hired for narrative control. The document detailed, suggested talking points like, position yourself as the victim of online hate, shift, blame onto media bias, emphasize family loyalty as the reason for involvement, avoid answering direct questions about the FBI call. Whether the document was real didn't matter. People believed it because it felt real. It fit her pattern. It fit the chaos. It fit the entire theater surrounding this mess. Public reaction took a new turn. Instead of debating whether Charlie was innocent or guilty, the conversation became, is Erika sabotaging Charlie to protect herself? Influencers made videos titled, Erika's narcissistic takeover of the case. How Erika made everything worse in 3 easy steps. Charlie's parents versus Erika, who's telling the truth. Some even joked that Erika had become the main suspect without even being under investigation. By the time the memes died down, one thing was clear. Erika wasn't just part of the scandal. She was the scandal, and at this point, federal officials were reportedly reviewing external interference attempts, which only fueled the fire. The story was no longer about a family defending their son. It had evolved into a much darker, bigger question. What exactly did Erika know that made her so desperate to stop the investigation? And that question, that lingering, unsettling question, leads us directly into the next level of fallout, where things get even more chaotic. Because once that question hit the public bloodstream, what exactly did Erika know? Everything changed. The scandal stopped being a chaotic social media circus and morphed into something heavier, darker, and way more dangerous for everyone involved. Suddenly, this wasn't just an internet meltdown. This wasn't just a messy PR disaster. This wasn't even about Charlie anymore. This was about power, manipulation, and the possibility that someone, maybe more than one someone, was terrified of what the investigation might reveal. And that's when the real fallout began. Within 48 hours of Erika's interference going viral, multiple agencies reportedly began reviewing all communications made by external parties attempting to influence the ongoing inquiry. That one sentence, buried in a short official press release, set off shockwaves across the political world, the media world, and the Kirk fanbase like someone just dropped a live grenade in the middle of a press conference, because external parties plus attempting to influence ongoing inquiry pretty much screamed one name. Erika. And the internet knew it. Journalists started circling like vultures, calling her office, her team, her friends, her former assistants, literally anyone who might provide a clue. One reported that Erika's team responded with a stiff no comment in under 7 seconds, which is never a good sign. Another journalist said Erika's PR rep hung up mid-sentence. Someone else claimed a relative of Erika slammed their front door at the sight of a microphone. Meanwhile, Charlie's parents, the only people who had remained calm through this entire tornado, suddenly found themselves being contacted by everyone: investigators, reporters, commentators, analysts, even late-night hosts fishing for comedy material. And although they stayed composed, insiders said the parents were deeply frustrated that the situation had spiraled beyond anything they could control, and that Erika had turned a deeply painful family crisis into a circus ring. But the real storm, it was inside the federal building, because according to insiders, real or imaginary, who knows anymore, investigators were now re-examining every interaction surrounding the case. Looking at call logs, emails, third-party communications, they wanted to know who contacted who, when, and why. And this is where things got even wilder. Rumors leaked that someone tried to scrub a digital trail that showed attempted communication between an unnamed outside personality and multiple officials tied to the case. Sound familiar? People online didn't even hesitate. They immediately connected the dots with Erika's rumored digital smoke removal invoice, turning it into the biggest meme of the week. While all this was happening, even more dominoes began falling. A political committee announced it was reviewing potential influence concerns. Watchdog organization filed a formal complaint about interference in official proceedings, and a major news outlet reported anonymously, of course, that there were discussions about opening a broader inquiry into whether public figures had attempted to manipulate the legal process. Basically, everyone was pointing fingers at everyone, and Erika was standing right in the middle like the eye of a hurricane, dressed in designer clothing. And then came the most chaotic twist so far: a leaked internal report, heavily redacted, extremely dramatic, and probably printed on the world's cheapest office paper, suggested that investigators had uncovered concerning irregularities connected to the timeline prior to Erika's public statement. The report didn't name names, but it didn't have to. It mentioned sudden calls made within minutes of each, data uploads and deletions flagged, communication sand, attempted narrative adjustments from external actors. Narrative adjustments. External actors. Irregularities. The internet didn't even blink. They declared Erika guilty of something, even if no one knew what that something was. People started posting digital timelines with arrows, circles, and dramatic red text like they were auditioning for a Netflix documentary. Creators uploaded videos titled, "Erika Kirk, the cover-up exposed?" The attempted interference nitrogen monoxide one was supposed to see. This is why Erika panicked. But the biggest gut punch came when a legal analyst, one with actual credentials, said in an interview that if Erika did attempt to interfere, she could face significant legal consequences. Suddenly, the narrative flipped. Erika wasn't the bold defender anymore. She wasn't the mastermind. She wasn't the misunderstood hero. she was now the one the investigation might turn toward. And the internet loved it. At the same time, Charlie's parents quietly released another short statement, saying they wanted the process to continue without manipulation, interference, or attempts to redirect the truth. Notice something? They never mentioned Erika by name, but the silence spoke louder than any accusation. And then, as if the story needed even more fuel, a new anonymous insider claimed that investigators were close to uncovering the reason behind certain individuals. Panic. That one line alone broke the internet. Because suddenly this wasn't about Erika acting irrational. This wasn't about protecting Charlie. This was about someone being afraid of what the investigation would reveal, and that brings us here to the final piece of fallout. More resignations. More questions. More investigations. More chaos. At this point, everyone, from commentators to casual TikTok scrollers, was convinced something massive was buried under this case. Something explosive. Something that would explain why Erika tried so desperately to shut the entire thing down, and whether that something is real or fake doesn't even matter anymore because the damage is done. The investigation is bigger. The scrutiny is harsher. And Erika's role in this scandal is now locked into internet history forever. This entire situation has turned into a storm that no PR team, no statement, and no dramatic Instagram Live can undo. Which sets the stage perfectly for the final question hovering over everything. If Erika wanted this investigation gone so badly, what truth was she terrified the world might discover? So where does that leave us? The dust is barely settling, the internet is still ablaze, and Erika Kirk is now officially the central figure in one of the most bizarre, jaw-dropping controversies of the year. Charlie's parents are demanding answers. The FBI is allegedly reviewing every external interaction in social media. Oh, social media is eating popcorn like this is the final season of a drama series. Nobody saw coming, but here's the burning question that no one can ignore. What is Erika so desperately trying to hide? Is it guilt? Is it fear? Or is there a secret no one, not even Charlie's closest friends, was meant to uncover? And that's where you come in. What do you think is really happening behind the scenes? Was Erika acting out of loyalty, panic, or something far darker? Could this scandal explode even further as new leaks emerge? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't hold back. Every theory, every opinion, every crazy conspiracy belongs here. And if you want the full story, every twist, every shocking leak, and every piece of the puzzle as it unfolds, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.